We are joined right now by Aztecs cornerback, senior Larry Parker, with us here on Extra Sports 1360. Larry, you're on with Chris Ello and Ben Higgins. Good to talk to you. Congratulations on the 3-1 start. I imagine you're itching to get back on the field after the loss to Michigan a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, definitely trying to get back on the field. We just got to come out again and prove ourselves, and happy that we're starting conference.
The pride of St. Augustine High School, Mr. Larry Parker, and having a nice year.
He's a Saintsman.
He's a Saint. Yes, he's a Saint. Are you a Saint, Larry? Are you just an all-around good guy?
I am.
I am. But the 3 interceptions in the last 2 games, and you've been responsible for 6 turnovers in the last 2 games. You're the kind of guy that likes to say, hey, that's just me being in the right place at the right time. But I tell you one thing, calling the games on radio, I mean, I think I know a little differently. It's not easy to make plays like that, get picks, get interceptions. I thought everything really turned in that Washington State game for you. You had a great matchup against their wide receiver, Marquise Wilson. He got you a couple of times early in the game, but you ended up getting him in the fourth quarter. And I thought that showed a lot, man, to hang in there and battle. Was that really a confidence-boosting game for you?
It helped a little bit, but most of the confidence came in practice and throughout camp, just getting the reps and facing our receivers. And basically just getting a lot of repetitions, just doing it over and over and learning how to do it the right way.
Nice little article today about the cornerbacks for the Aztecs, specifically how teams are avoiding Leon McFadden, so they're going your way and you're taking advantage. Do you sense that in the games, that they're trying to stay away from Leon, which means you're having to work a little extra hard?
I don't focus on whose side they're going to. I feel like every play they would go to my side, so I do everything I can every play the right way to make sure that I can make a play when it comes to my side.
Larry Parker is with us from the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on TCU this Saturday night. Larry, your road to a starting position at cornerback for San Diego State, I like this kind of road, man. Nothing was given to you. You've had to earn every single thing. I know you were in a battle with Josh Wade for the starting spot at the beginning of the season. Unfortunately, Josh got hurt. That certainly helped your cause a little bit. You've stepped in and taken over the opportunity. But do you feel like working as hard as you've had to kind of makes you appreciate the position you have right now a little bit more?
You definitely appreciate it, just from working hard for everything, and from the beginning, never giving up and never getting down on yourself. So it feels good to finally be here, being a starter and helping the team win 3 games and hopefully winning the rest of the conference.
I've talked to a lot of people who've seen you play ever since Pop Warner, since Little League, since you started as a kid playing on the sandlots here in San Diego. They tell me you were a great quarterback, you were a great running back, you were a great wide receiver, you punted, you kicked, you did a little bit of everything. When did you wind up kind of focusing in on the position of cornerback?
I don't know who you talk to about all that stuff, but but I focused in on corner pretty much my junior year in high school, even though I played other positions, but I felt like corner was my position my junior year in high school.
Okay. So, but you did do a little stuff on the offensive side of the ball then in high school before that?
Yes, I played receiver, I played quarterback, and slot, pretty much everything on offense.
See, Larry, I have insight into you, man. I know what's going on. I know who to talk to about Larry Parker, but cornerback was something that you felt like you had the best chance to succeed at. But then again, when you got done playing high school ball at Saints, the only place you really had a chance to go college was Sacramento State. So you chose to go to Grossmont to try to improve your chances to go somewhere else. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I went to Sacramento State and actually played receiver there. But when I came back to Grossmont, I wanted to play corner, and that's what I played there.
Hey, Larry, how fun is it to play in Rocky Long's defense? I mean, not too many defenses are so focused on the secondary like his is. Does that make it kind of a unique experience to play under Rocky Long?
It's really unique to confuse the offense pretty much every play, and they never know what's coming. So just to feel that insecurity on the offensive side and us knowing what we're doing every play, it helps a lot.
Do you like having a defensive coach? Your coordinator is your head coach. Does that make it more interesting for you?
Yeah, it does. It helps, especially when he focuses on the defense. Even though the offense gets a lot of attention too, but to really be defensive-minded and focus on what we have to do, that helps.
Aztecs are 3-1, getting set to host TCU on Saturday night. Their cornerback, Larry Parker is with us here on Extra Sports 1360. Larry, the one thing that Rocky Long's defense does do, though, is it puts both you and Leon McFadden on an island quite often. You don't have a lot of help. You have to cover man-to-man often. Is that a challenge that you look forward to?
I love a challenge pretty much every play, and that's why I make sure I do everything right every play. And same thing with him. He does things right every play. So if you notice, people haven't gone to his side, so they go to my side. But all we have to do is just keep focusing on what we have to do and our techniques and everything like that.
Give us your scouting report on the Horned Frogs. What are you expecting to see from TCU's offense this Saturday night?
A pass, run, equal, everything pretty much. They have good running backs, good receivers, good quarterback. And we're just ready for their speed and their size, so we wouldn't know what to expect. So we just have to go out and execute what we have to do.
Larry, talked a little bit about the world of returning punts. I know that you and Leon McFadden kind of share the punt return duties for the Aztecs. You have, let me just put it this way: you have not called for fair catches from time to time when maybe a fair catch might have been the safer thing to do.
He's bold, Chris. What are we talking? You like bold.
That's what I was just going to say. I like his boldness. Tell me a little bit about your theory when it comes to catching punts and trying to get returns off.
I like taking a chance, and if I can make one guy miss, and I feel like I can help the team get better field position. So every now and then I might not call a fair catch, but I feel like the coaches got on me a little bit about that. Not too much, but they say just make sure you make the right decision.
Have there been a couple of times where you haven't called for a fair catch and then you got obliterated right away, and as you were laying on the ground you went, Larry, why did I not call for the fair catch?
Never. Every time I get hit, the coaches always say, if you thought you could return it, you're good. But for me, I feel like if I get hit, that's my fault. I feel like I can make it. So I'll take the chance.
I know you're focused in on Saturday night's game, Larry, but in the back of your mind, are you guys thinking that, and we've got another game 5 days after that at Air Force, and it's going to be a quick turnaround, that no matter what happens on Saturday night, we got to put that aside very quickly to get ready for our next game?
As of right now, we're not thinking too far ahead. We're just thinking about TCU. When we get to the next game, we'll worry about that then. But as of right now, we're trying to get the first win against TCU so we can be undefeated in conference to start off and then go from there.
Concerned that there's going to be any hangover from the Michigan game? I know that you guys have got to be a little bit disappointed because I know you went in there against Brady Hoke. You guys were sky high. You wanted to really prove yourself, have a chance to post a huge victory. And I don't know that you guys played as well as you could have played. I would assume you would agree with that. In general, just your team did not seem to be clicking in that particular game. And then to have a week off and have to wait 2 weeks to go play again, sometimes that can be a little bit troublesome.
Not at all. We took the week off and we focused on what we had to do and just learned about all the things that we've lost focus of throughout the 4 games that we played. So we're just going to focus on our techniques, our strategies, and our game plans and go out and play TCU.
Well, Larry, I just went out on a limb. I said you guys are going to win on Saturday night. I'd really appreciate if you made me right so I can gloat about it next week. So go out and get that done for me, would you?
All right.
All right, take care.
Good
Thanks
luck,
for joining
Larry.
us.
Thank you very much.